Hey everybody, what is up? Welcome to another SaruShow. SaruShow is a web-based TV thing. Normally we have an intro, but we didn't play it today for whatever reason.
Sorry. Hold on, there it is.
All right. There we go. Sorry about that. Anyhow, welcome to SaruShow. We are a web-based TV retro gaming show, per se. And every other week we do this thing on Saturday. We pose a question to you all, and then we answer it together here, live. And it's a lot of fun. If you haven't answered the question, then it's too late. Web TV, you say. Yes, Web TV. Oh my God, do you guys remember Web TV? It was the future. Web TV was the future back then. Anyhow, yes, so now we are simulcasting, by the way. We are on Twitch and YouTube together at the same time. So people who are on Twitch are going to be new to this whole thing. We've been doing SaruShow for over 100 episodes now. Every other Saturday, sometimes every Saturday. It just depends on the time that we have and what we have going on. But if you're new to SaruShow, go ahead and say hi, and if you have any questions, you can go ahead and ask them in the chat. For everybody else, you guys are familiar. We're gonna go ahead and get right into it. Before we do that, we have this right here. This is a Jill sandwich. This is the charm. For those of you who don't know, we create these acrylic charms. There we go. That look like these little guys right here. And basically, that's what this one is going to be. The Jill sandwich is going to be an acrylic charm that we'll start sending out to people towards the end of the year, in December. Sweet!
Sugar
Says, hello from Amish County, Pennsylvania. That's
there,
cool. I'm curious now. I'm curious. Tell me more. Tell me more. I need to know more. All right, let's go ahead and take a quick look. Before we get into the weekly question, which was, what is the oldest game that you have in your collection that you had at some point, right? Like, say you had a Nintendo game from when you were a kid and you still have said Nintendo game. That's the kind of stories we want to hear. Whatever is in your collection that you had from long, long ago. A bunch of mine I put in the thumbnail, and then some other ones just for example, like my bootleg games are like the oldest thing that I have. But anyhow, you get the picture. Oldest game in your collection that you had from back in the day that you still have now to this day. Let's take a look and see who is in the chat. We've got Jakob and Emily. Hello, Emily. Long time no see. She says, we want Sarus. We want Sarus, says Emily. Randrick is here, says, I'm here for the Cheetos. And I mean, hi, everyone. Matthew says hello to Jakob and Emily. We actually have pizza coming courtesy of Matthew Roach. Thank you very much, Matthew. Matthew has funded tonight's pizza fund. Yes, we don't actually have a pizza fund, but Matthew was kind enough to donate some money for us to get pizza, and boy, did we get pizza. We got a, like, I don't know what it's called, like a Sicilian pizza with Old World pepperoni on it from Metro Pizza, which is like one of the best pizza places in town. So yeah, it's gonna be fancy. I'm excited for the pizza. Tater Pants, that's Rover is here. Hello, Rovers. Let's see who else is here. Objection. Wow, Objection hasn't been in here for a while. Hello, Objection. How you doing? And he says, I have not been in one of these for a while. You have not. Well, welcome in. GT Beakerman, how you doing? Hakimi 2003 says hello. Sarumaru, welcome. Brian, who else is here? Face is here. Blade Runner says, hey guys, how you doing? Welcome in. And of course, Sweet Like Sugar. Sweet Like Sugar says, I'm jealous. They don't have pizza here. Not good pizza, at least. It's Metro Pizza. You remember we went to Metro Pizza.
With Mark Dell.
Me, Jesse, and Mark Dell. That's where we got it from. Well, now they have like this like Sicilian pizza, or they may have always had it, but it's gone like viral. And so we're like, hey, that's from Metro Pizza. Let's get it. You know, we saw that and we're like, all right, we got to get it. We gotta get it. We gotta get it, and Matthew's made it possible for us to get it, so we're gonna get it. We don't normally like splurge on fancy pizza, so we'll see when it gets here. Hopefully it's worth the money and the hype when it does get here. All right, Jill, I'm gonna move you. But yes, anybody who wants a Jill charm, for $20, you can get your name on the charm package itself. I don't have any examples to show you because I never have anything prepared. But normally these come in cool little packages.
Here.
And when you donate, your name goes on the charm packaging forever. Forever. So anyone who buys whatever charm will see your name on the package for as long as we sell whatever charms, right? But yeah. But other than that, he says, I got no money, so no Jill sandwich for me. Aw, Rovers. Let me move out of the way for these redeems. Those are coming through on the Twitch side, yeah. Right? Yes, on the Twitch side. So, oh, I didn't even look at...
Just Record Rens and Cerulean.
Nice. All right. Well, we've got a bunch of people here from on the YouTube side. So we'll go ahead and get started. Oh, that's one thing I didn't realize. I'm going to be reading these answers.
Oh, you're right.
There's going to be a bunch of stuff happening. Let's see here. Sweet Like Sugar says, I had Thai food here. Who puts lettuce and cabbage in sweet and sour chicken? Lettuce and cabbage? I've seen cabbage before. I don't know about lettuce, but I've seen cabbage, like, they'll, like, I don't know, stir fry it and then give it to you with your sweet and sours. Maybe. Let's see here. So if I put my name as Saru when I buy a charm, does that mean I get you to buy yourself one off the site? So glad to be here, says Mackenzie. No work tonight. Had to work this morning. Very cool. All right. Well, let's go ahead and get started. Give me 1 second. Okay. All right. So we had asked you guys the last time we did one of these, what's the oldest game from your childhood still in your collection today? Number one, oh shit, oh Matthew, oh Matthew, look at that, Matthew. So he's a charm for Rover and Unboardable. Thank you, Matthew. Look at that, Rovers. And Matthew is taking care of all of us tonight. Thank you so much, Matthew. I appreciate it. That is awesome. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you so much, good man, says Rovers. Thank you, Matthew. That is awesome. I appreciate that. Rover appreciates that. We will get that out to a Rovers. Matthew Roach is the MVP, says Mackenzie. Indeed. Can you guys hear the music? Should I make it a little bit louder? Just a little bit. There we go. All right, we have music. We have everything. We're ready to go. Sweet Lecture says, if you're not part of the crew, come join us on Patreon. That's right. Yes, you can join us at patreon.com/Sarumaru. Thank you for the new people who have joined Patreon, as well as everyone who moved back over from Big Cartel to Patreon. I'm so sorry about that. But we're moving everything over to Patreon because they're adding a bunch of things I'm taking advantage of. Like they have like a live chat room thing, which I think is awesome. So now you guys can come and chat in the live chat in Patreon for as little as $1 a month. That also gives you access to our Discord, which is private for reasons, because I think making a Discord private is a good thing because you can keep things under control, as well as whatever information that you share, things like that. We have like a buy it, sell it now, like a deals section. We have people who help each other out on the Discord, so it's better not to have that kind of thing public because everyone reaps the benefits of being part of a private Discord where everybody knows each other, and that's kind of what we're going for with this Discord and why it's private. A lot of people have asked, why is your Discord private? Well, for a bunch of different reasons. One, it keeps the trolls out. Two, I believe it keeps the Discord very active because the people who are there know that everyone they're going to talk to is someone that they're already familiar with. And three, there's just a lot of benefits to having access to things like deals and, people doing things for each other in the Discord. So that's why. I've already mentioned it lots of times before, but people still ask me why our Discord is private. So there you go. That's why it's private. But yeah, Saru's looks wonderful. Thank you, Emily. I appreciate it. I just got a haircut, so like my hair is all fresh. So fresh cuts. FX Unit Yuki Switch eShop wish list. Yes, Matthew, thank you very much. That link that Matthew posted, that is to wishlist FX Unit Yuki on the Nintendo Switch. Please do so. It'll help spread the word of FX Unit Yuki. FX Unit Yuki continues to grow. We do have a Game Boy game coming up and a demo coming up, because now we have to put out a demo because of a certain event that's happening in Mexico. So we're going to have a demo hopefully ready and playable by the time this event happens. I think we will. It's shaping up to be pretty good. But if you don't know, we are working on a Game Boy version of FX Unit Yuki. Also, don't forget Genesis carts. There are still a few available. The limited ones are gone, but we will do another run of those to fulfill the last 40. Basically, the way it was supposed to go is we were going to do 200 regular ones and then 200 limited ones, but then we got to the point to where we split the first order so that some people can have like the regular version, some people can get the limited version, and then the second run's going to be split into 2 again. So we're going to do the remaining 40 of these awesome Yuki Pink carts, and then 60 of the regular ones will be left over. Those will go with us to conventions or on SaruMaro.com. So if you missed out on the regular version of FX Unit Yuki, the V2 carts are coming very soon. You can pre-order those at SaruMaro.com if you want them. Thank you very much, Matthew Roach. Just put it there for the Genesis cart pre-order. I really appreciate it. PC port is the one that is seemingly still always in the works, because now I am implementing something that I want to add to the PC port before release. So you're just going to have to wait until we implement that. We're adding voice work to FX Unit Yuki for PC. So now the cutscenes in FX Unit Yuki will have actual voice in them. And I won't quite tell you who is voicing some of these characters, but I think it'll be pretty cool. But yes, Yuki PC, which Rover has diligently worked on for very, very long, is pretty much done, except for now I want to implement one last thing. I just want everything to be complete before we send it out. So we're adding a cool new feature to FX Unit Yuki PC on top of all the cool stuff that Rover's already implemented into it. So we've got a few things coming. Yuki is also gonna get to the VCS and Evercade. Yes, I have not mentioned that just yet, but yes, FX Unit Yuki will be coming to the Atari VCS at some point, and we believe it's gonna be the PC version. I don't know why I said we believe. The PC version is going to be coming to the VCS, and hopefully to the we haven't touched base with anyone with the Evercade folks just yet, so we'll see. We're hoping that we can get the PC version of it onto there. If not, then it might just end up being the Genesis version with I don't know what other version. I would rather there be like a SaruPro collection, because there's I don't know, Rover, do you want me talking about Elegy of Tears, or is that something that we should save until we have more information? I don't know. But yes, we're doing a lot right now. There's a lot that's happening. A lot of stuff. A lot of stuff is happening, you guys. And I'm excited about it, and at the same time, I am terrified. I am terrified and excited. Shut up, phone. I don't know why my phone's going off. I don't mind talking about the RPG if you want to spill the beans. Alright, so, do you guys remember a few days... Last week, I played a little game called Mysterious Song on the Polymega for the beginning of PC Engine Fridays. Was it the Friday before last, right? Matthew might remember. I don't remember. Matthew is he's my brain essentially, because I don't remember anything. But anyhow, me and Rover are going to be working on a new version of his game, Mysterious Song, with new designs by me. So I'm redoing like all of the character artwork, the pixels and stuff, and we're gonna try to get that released on the Atari VCS. But we're trying to see if we can get that packed in with FX Unit Yuki for the Evercade. Maybe do like Mysterious Song Elegy of Tears with FX Unit Yuki as one SaruPro package. But that's what's happening, is basically Mysterious Song Elegy of Tears, which is originally Rover's game. It's gonna get a Sarumaru artwork touch up with it. And oh my gosh, stuff is here. Look at this.
The guy got lost.
Oh my goodness. Look at this. This is courtesy of Matthew Roach. Thank you so much, Matthew. I appreciate that. These are garlic knots. Jesse got them some. Damn, they're actually, I think they're big.
Yeah, I think they are big.
Yeah, because we were wondering. We were like, damn, $10 for, what was it, $10 for 6 garlic knots? We're like, what the fuck? This is Metro Pizza. Metro Pizza is like the best pizza in town.
Wow, pizza.
The best pizza. Look at this pizza, you guys. Oh my god.
Oh no.
There it goes. I almost dropped it. Look at this pizza. Do you guys see this? This is a Sicilian. A Sicilian.
You can see, yeah.
Might have entirely too much bread for my taste, but I think it's gonna
Sorry,
be...
dropped it.
Can you imagine the pizza upside down? But yes, that's what's going on. A lot is happening. A lot is going on, you guys. A lot is going on project-wise. It's crazy. But yeah, a lot is happening. Let's see. I don't mind talking about the RPG. The one you're playing, the Poly Mega. That's pretty sweet. 2-in-1 package for FX Unit Yuki. Yeah, that's what we. So that's what we want to do. We want to do a 2-in-1 game. With hopefully we can get that on the Evercade. We haven't really touched base. The Atari VCS people have reached out to us already. So all that's going to be happening soon. Don't drop the pizza! Cerulean.
What's up, Cassius?
Cassius, welcome! Yeah, the pizza looks crazy. Let's see, I would have cried and unsubscribed that the pizza hit the floor. Oh yeah, these are huge garlic knots.
Oh no,
huge! I know. I keep wanting to drop everything.
No, don't shake it.
Everything on the ground. Gigantic garlic knots. All right, you guys. There you go. There you go. Thank you so much. That is courtesy of Matthew Roach. Thank you so much, Matthew, for the pizza. We got the best pizza, the best pizza in town. Gizmo says huge.
Thank you, sir. Should I get out my knee pad?
Cassie says 6 big knots. Yeah, they're huge. Rover says Yuki is gonna spread to everywhere and take over the world and spank all of the monkeys. Says Rover. But yeah, so that's what's happening with me and Rover. Is the rebirth of his RPG. The rebirth. Man, look at this slice of pizza, you guys. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to be rude and take a bite of this pizza. Look at this. Look at it! There's like a pool of like oil in this. Look, there's like, I don't know if you can see it, but there's like cupped oil in this pizza. Big bite, big bite. Okay, give me a second, you guys. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to be a pig. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. That is so good. But yes, part of what was happening today was pizza. Sorry for the crumpling. I don't have a napkin, so this will do. Oh my god. Thank you. Wow, that is good. That is so good. Thank you. I have a plate. I am a civilized human being with a plate and things. Alright, here we go. Here we go. You guys have all the news. My head hurts just looking at it. Let's see here. We need Rover and Panda to get the CEO of Polymega to put the game on their system. Oh! You know, actually, I need to reach back out to them. It was supposed to be one of the games, the first games to be on their digital shop, and I did not reach back out to them about that. Because I think we were going to change like the text on the title screen or something. But yeah, that's a thing too. Rover, yeah, we should do that. We should. I'll reach back out to them, and I don't know if you can reopen the thing. I know, so good. All right, you guys watch that. I take a bite of the pizza. Sorry, but pizza eating's gonna happen tonight. You could be the mascot for the Polymega. Man, did you have any yet?
Yeah, it's so good.
You are getting ranch everywhere. He was gonna show you guys his dip knot, and it started just dripping ranch. Oh man, the crumpling hurt my ears. Why did I have to? Oh no, I'm so sorry. My bad. I apologize. Sorry, eating pizza without us. This should be illegal. It looks so good. Panda has spilled ranch all over the consoles. It almost landed on this. It was like centimeters away from my computer's power cord. Exposed power cord. Ranch spillage. Ooh, the cupped roasted pepperoni is the best kind. Yes, those are the old world pepperoni. It's my favorite. I absolutely love it. Oh yeah, there we go. We gotta mod.
Which one?
Can manage block words and change chat in modes in live. Also capability standard moderators can review, remove chat. Yeah, that one. This one. There we go. There it is. All right. Sorry, we just made Gizmo mod on the chat because Gizmo, by the way, is our newest Discord moderator. So he needs to be moderator everywhere else. But yes, Gizmo is our newest Discord moderator. Super helpful fella. Oak City Games. Thank you. He says remove that dono. Dang. Thank you for the donation. I appreciate that. Ranch flavored and scented surge protectors. Yes. All right. So let's get into our weekly question. We had asked you guys, what's the oldest game from your childhood still in your collection today? Number 1 comes to us from Cybergirl007. Cybergirl says, my first 4 NES games, Super Mario Brothers / Duck Hunt, 1941, The Legend of Zelda, and can't remember the last one. Wow, that's cool. That's a lot of words for Cybergirl answer. Very cool. All right. Let's see here. I think everybody had that Super Mario Brothers / Duck Hunt, right? There it is. There it is. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Give me 1 second. I need to take a bite of my pizza. It's amazeballs. Oh my god, is this Parmesan? Parmesan and red peppers. No red pepper. I don't think I need them. The pepperonis have... Giz. Such a giz. Says Cassius. Famicom Collecting, what's up? Welcome, Famicom Collecting. How are you? But yeah, I think everybody had that, right? That Super Mario Brothers Duck Hunt the 2-pack. That actually, was that the one that came on my Nintendo? I think it was. Because I didn't get a Nintendo in the beginning. And I think a year later is when they started packing that one in or something like that.
I had the 2-pack one.
Oak City says, mine is Sonic 3 and Sonic Spinball.
Ooh.
Very cool. Well, Sonic 3 anyway. I don't know about Sonic Spinball. Let's see here. Should I go to YouTube? No. You can stay right there. This is the whole point of simulcast. So, you know, we are on both. So you stay where you are. Saru will need FX Unit Yuki booth at E3 when it starts up again, and Yuki is way popular than Sonic. But yeah, that means we are going back to conventions. I think the first convention we're gonna go to is the one that happens in Mexico, which is Retro Game Fest, and then we're going to go to maybe SoCal Retro Gaming if the funds are there to go to SoCal retro gaming, we will go. Game On is one we're certainly going to go to for sure next year. So we will be there for sure. I'm missing the Twitch crew too, says Gizmo. All of the redeems and stuff happen like on the Twitch side. So if you want to use any of those things, you still have to go. You have to go to Twitch. Most of the implementation is still on Twitch for that stuff. It just means that we're simulcasting because YouTube never really had it to begin with. So SaruShow was only me just talking throughout the whole thing. So now we will see like these pop-ups and stuff. All right, moving on to the weekly question of what your oldest game in your collection is, or a game from your childhood. Number 2 comes to us from Screw the Net. Screw the Net says it's either Heroes Quest 1 by Sierra Games that I used to play on the Tandy 1000 computer, or Sonic the Hedgehog 1 or Altered Beast. Anything older I once had was like an old Tiger Electronics game. Reggae Rens, what's up? Welcome. How you doing, Reggae Rens? Welcome in. And a Sasquatch is here as well. Hello, Sasquatch. Sasquatch is our favorite woodland creature. How are you, sassies? Everyone's saying hello to Sasquatch. Welcome in, Reggae Rens. All right. Screw the Net also says, nostalgia, lol, be well. So he said, Tiger Electronics game or a really cool mini pinball game. Interesting. Screw the Net is here. What's up? What kind of mini pinball game? Now that you're here, you can fill us in. What do you mean? Like those little plastic ones, the little ones. I remember those. I had one of those when I was a kid. Like those like little plastic ones. I need to do these. I don't know why. This has to happen. Oh, look at that! Look at this. As a fat person, this makes me so happy. Man, all right. This pizza, this one's a winner. It is a winner. It wins. It wins the pizzas. Man, it's good. It's really good. We should save some of it too because I want to put it in the oven.
Yeah.
To make the bottom all crispy and yummy. Russ is here. What's up, Russ? He says, yo! What's up? Reggae Red says, sorry, didn't mean to interrupt. Don't worry about it. It's fine. That's what that stuff is there for. Don't worry about it. You do not worry about it. See?
Hey, lover. I'm a hot, sexy pizza.
Playing with a passion for sweet pizza. That's what she's saying. She's saying she's got a passion for sweet pizza. Hold on, you guys.
For sweet gato.
Scruffy is here. Welcome, Scruffy.
What's up, Scruffy? Look at RGB.
Welcome. I'm eating. Man, that old little pepperoni is good. But yeah, don't be afraid to use the redeems. If you're on the Twitch side, use the redeems. That's what they're there for. Don't worry about it. If I'm reading, I'll just start at the last sentence. No worries. Everyone's saying hello to Scruffy Looking RGB. Make sure to check out Scruffy Looking RGB's channel. Scruffy, that pizza looks delicious. Matthew Roach got us pizza. We got a Sicilian pizza from Metro Pizza here. Metro Pizza is like our best pizza joint here. The best.
It's the best pizza in Las Vegas.
Yes, it's like the best Las Vegas pizza, but it's not exactly the cheapest pizza in Las Vegas, but it's good. It's worth it. It's worth it. And Matthew bought it, so we got to splurge. We got to splurge on pizza. Thanks to Matthew. So big thanks to Matthew. He spoiled us. That pizza looks really, really amazing. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. All right, moving on. Next one comes to us from JV. I haven't seen an answer from JV in a while. That's East Wanderer. He's a local friend, actually, too. We know JV in person. His is Gradius. He had a copy of Gradius from when he was a kid, still in his collection. Very cool, JV. Very cool. I have the mouse. All right, moving on. Number 4 comes to us from Super Boo. For those of you who are just coming in, by the way, the question is, what is the oldest game from your childhood still in your collection today? Number 4 comes to us from Super Boo. Super Boo says Super Mario Bros. 3 and Terminator 2 Judgment Day. I got them both for Christmas of 1991. with an NES to play them on, and I still had the NES as well. Super Mario Bros. 3 was actually a pack-in with it. They all still work to this day, though the NES is a bit finicky now and it takes a bit to get it going, says Super Boo. If anyone who has an NES has suffered the pains of trying to get your games to work, children everywhere, blowing into their cartridges, doing the tray trick where you had to like push it down before you pushed it all the way in. Who did that? Did you remember doing that? Like, you would push it like right at the edge, and like here was like the edge, and you'd be like, bah! You'd have to like slam it in, or the reset trick where you had to.
3 seconds.
Oh really? Like where you like hold the reset button? What were you gonna mention?
I had one where I had to play two games at the same time for it to work. I'm not sure if anyone did that. Or else it wouldn't work.
I remember doing that. That whole thing. Cables.
Oh.
Hardest working person known to man is Ring for Master. I'm glad you got to rest. Yes. The NES blinking red light of death, says Mackenzie.
I've never had that. I had mine smoked out. Pizza.
Ando Gamer, what's up? Welcome in.
What's the Bono Gamer?
Welcome in, Ando Gamer. It says Super Pizza. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
No, you didn't hear me. I know. Pizza Collision. Super Pizza Daddy, says Ando Gamer. Yeah, today is SaruShow / Pizza Party. Pizza Party courtesy of Matthew Roach. Man, I cannot begin to tell you how good this pizza is. It's really, really good. Let's see here. My secret NES game fix was using a Game Genie. It would boot all games and you could just skip the Game Genie code screen. Every game worked with the Game Genie. Interesting. So did you just leave the Game Genie in and then you would just like put games in it? Or like you had to take it out and then it just somehow always worked with it? With the Game Genie? I've never had a Game Genie growing up, so I don't know how it works. We must get Panda a Lee Fei Long sponsorship and free pizza from Little Caesars. Love the NES, but that toaster design pushing down the game, terrible design implementation. But I guess it was Nintendo trying to make it look like a game, look like a game console. They were trying to not make it look like a game console. They were trying to make it look like something that was just in your bookcase or whatever, right? Like they wanted it to look like your VCR or something to complement your other electronics is what they were going for. Jill Sandwich. Yeah, that's what they were going for. Russ says, yes, I kept the Game Genie to play games that would not boot otherwise. It was a super snug fit to the cardboard, which is why I think it worked so well to boot all the games. Interesting. Let's see here. Technically, the oldest game I own from my childhood is E.T. for the 2600, but I didn't own it as a kid, and this isn't the original cart we had, so I didn't figure it would count towards the question. Okay. Well, how old is it? How old is your current E.T. cart that you have? Saru Twitch streams need to be sponsored by Little Caesars, says Rover. No, Rover. Mackenzie. I'm like reading all the things, and Jesse's just eating pizza, eating away at all the pizza. Rob was the Trojan horse that got the NES on store shelves after the US video game crash. Interesting. I didn't know that. Rob was like an US thing, right? And then Japan like got it later on, but it was like primarily like US. The original design for the NES was going to be slim profile that ran off of cards. All right, moving on to the next one. Let's see here. We had asked you guys the oldest game in your collection from your childhood. Next one comes to us from Mike C. I wonder who that is. That's a new name I haven't seen. Says, my Game Boy Color. I remember buying it at KB Toys I still have the box and all of the stuff inside. I wish I could have kept it nice and clean. It looks like it's been kicked around outside. There are times I look at it and I think of all the amazing memories. Man, KB toy stores. Who remembers those? I used to love going to KB toy stores. They were great. I loved going to those because they were in accessible places, like the mall. Like when I was a kid, getting to Toys R Us was relatively hard with people who didn't have, like, we didn't have a car, but the mall was like something you went with like your friends or whatever, and so being able to go to a KB toy store in the mall was super accessible. So I loved going to KB. Very cool. Thank you, Mike C, for that answer. Game Boy Color. Very cool.
All right, you eat. I'm gonna read chat.
Okay.
It says Rob made the NES a toy rather than the video game system. Rover says the sound alarm spot is apparently offline. Yeah, I'm trying to figure that out because we're doing restream, so I can't figure that out. But I'm gonna research to see if I can figure it out.
What's offline?
Sasquatch, the sound alerts.
Oh.
I'm trying to figure that out.
So Trigger Fire might not be working.
No, Trigger Fire is working.
Oh, it is?
That's where you get all those things.
Oh, okay.
That's the one that says, like, it has, like, the Titanic sounds, stuff like that. That doesn't work. Sasquatch says, well, thanks, man. How are you, too? Says Sasquatch. Oh, Sasquatch says, everyone's just saying hi to Sasquatch over on the T. Says, well, thanks. KB was the shit, says Wrecker Rens. Oh, I love KB toy stores.
The KB was cool.
I remember I got lost one KB toy store. Well, I couldn't find my mom, and I was panicking. I was screaming, and I remember this employee was like, "Are you okay?" And I was just running all over the store looking for my mom. My mom was just like right there, and they called the security on me because they thought I was lost. And mom's like, "No, it's okay," you know.
Oh, really?
My mom didn't know how to speak English, so.
Oh. How old are you?
I was like 4.
Oh, man.
4 or 5.
That must have been terrifying.
Yeah, it was
huh?
terrifying. But yeah.
Mackenzie says, back in 2018, I remember the plans to revive KB. Sadly, they were canceled. To a lot of people's disappointment. Yeah. I mean, it's hard to bring back those kinds of things with things like Amazon around, you know, like you can just get this stuff on Amazon. Here,
Huh?
You can just get, you know, anything. You can get anything on Amazon nowadays. By the way, when you get to mine, I believe I got the game at KB Toys. Wow, really? Very cool.
Paramount Collecting says, is that a new charm? Yes, it is.
Yes. That. It is a new Jill sandwich charm. It's already been funded, so basically the way it works is you could just wait for it to come to the sarumar.com store if you want to get it for cheaper. Matthew Roach has already commissioned it, meaning he paid $100 to have me do the design. So basically it's already made, and you would only pay the $20 if you want your name on the packaging like this. Otherwise, you could just wait for it to come to the shop, where you can get it for $10 or $12 depending. Let's see here. Not just Amazon, but you can get
it up for you?
No,
sure.
a lot of things at even places like Walmart. Shakes my fist at Walmart. That's another thing too. Is like Walmart, or like most people, you know, get that stuff on Amazon. So, all right, let's see here. Next one comes to us from Randrick. For those of you just coming in, we had asked you guys, what is the oldest game in your collection from your childhood? Randrick answers, a boring answer, but here we go. I don't have much left from my childhood, unfortunately. Thankfully, I kept my original copy of East Book 1 and 2. I also have a few manuals left for some NES games I had as a kid, but that's it, says Randrick. Wow, very cool. Very, very cool. Of course, Randrick knows the East is a game near and dear to my heart as well. I also have my original copy of East 1 and 2 from 1992 is when I got mine. And it's still in my collection to this very day. And I still have the original map that came with it. I'd never had the outer box for it, unfortunately. When I bought it, it just didn't come with it. So I never had that. But let's see here. Next, physical games will be in danger. Yeah, I kind of feel like this might be the last generation on some consoles, right? Like, I feel like PlayStation is probably ready to do away with it. Who else? Xbox, Microsoft, I believe, is probably ready to do away with it. I think the only one who's still going to be in the physical game, the next generation, is probably going to be Nintendo Switch. And that's it, probably. I'm pretty sure Sony and Microsoft are already weaning away from physical, weaning people away from physical. Physical games are in danger. There's big online services that are digital only, and modern consoles have digital only edition. It's happening a decade too early. Wreck-It Ren says it's all going digital. There's no avoiding it. Yeah, it's all going digital. I think, like I said, I think Nintendo Switch is going to be like the last one, only because they're releasing a new console that'll probably live for a good while. But they're probably going to be the last ones to do physical. But like I said, I'm pretty sure that Microsoft and Sony are ready to do away with it, because that means more money in their pockets as well. They get to control the prices of stuff better. They get to control how long everybody has everything for. So enjoy your physical games now while you still have them. Nintendo will be the last holdout. Sony is ready to drop it. Yeah, I feel like Sony and Microsoft are ready to be done with physical. SugarNet says it will be around 2080. Lol. Sony and Microsoft will just combine a hostile takeover. Matthew says a rumored to be getting to get rid of physical and Switch too. Do you think so? I think that would be a dumb move on their part. But I mean, it's possible, right? If they don't have any way to play Switch 1 games, it kind of makes it pointless. It could be. But if it is, then that's it. I feel like that's all of it. Microsoft wants to subscribe to their cloud services, Game Pass, Azure. Interesting. But anyhow. Alright, can you scroll this down?
I'm gonna do gotcha one for tonight.
Okay. Alright. Moving on to oldest game in your collection. Number 7 comes to us from Wreck-It Rens. Wreck-It Rens says, so after going through my collection, it looks like the game for me is Legend of Dragoon. I remember my parents getting that for me at Toys R Us. Most games prior to that I sold at swap meets in order for me to buy new ones. A close second is my Rival Schools on PS1. Wow, that's cool. Rival Schools I love that game. I love that game. I love the opening. It's so much fun. That's a game I really wish Capcom would revive. I really wish they would revive Rival Schools. That would be awesome. Legend of Dragoon, that's another great one. That's a game I didn't beat. That one day I think I'll have to just sit down and play it. It's installed on the Polymega too, so I don't know. At some point I have to go back and play it at some point. Give me one quick second. I'm just gonna go to keep my channel open so I can see the Twitch chat as well. Let's see here. And I'll keep YouTube open here as well, so I can. All right, next one comes to us from Matthew Kelly. King Marth 6 says that the oldest game in his collection from his childhood is Pac-Man World. Wow. Okay. Which one's Pac-Man World? Was that the PS1 3D game? Was it? I believe PS1 3D game, Pac-Man World, maybe.
Cassie says Legend of Dragoon is long but good.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's a long game. You gotta put in what is it, like 60 hours of gameplay or something like that. Capcom be like Rival Schools. What's that? Capcom is like that with everything. They are like that with all of their properties. If it's not Street Fighter or Resident Evil, they don't really give a shit. They don't care. They don't care. Let's see here. And SNK just rehashes things with Samurai Showdown Metal Slug, which is fine by me. I don't know. I mean, King of Fighters is still going strong. Fatal Fury is getting remade. There's a new Samurai Showdown. There are new Metal Slugs. I think SNK is doing a better job than Capcom is with their old properties. But maybe I might be biased, but I feel like SNK is doing a better job at keeping a lot of their old IPs fresh, where Capcom just doesn't care about a shit ton of their old IPs. It's like, whatever, you know, what are all these games? Who cares? Like, they barely keep Mega Man, like, going, right? Like, I think only because fans keep you know, pushing for it. Power Stone, why no new Power Stone, says Matthew. Right! Why no new Power Stone? That's one that definitely needs to be a thing, is Power Stone, for sure.
Trillian says, you have PS1 3D platformer.
Okay, that's what I thought, Cerulean. I thought it was that 3D Pac-Man thing. Very cool. Well, that was Matthew Kelly's answer, was Pac-Man World. Alright, next one, number 9. Comes to us from Mackenzie. Mackenzie, who is also Babbling Nerd, says, Luigi's Mansion is my oldest game from my childhood, still in my collection today. How October... Anyway, while there were other games I played before Luigi's Mansion, like my uncle's NES games a few times, Luigi's Mansion was my first game to call my own, and where do I start? This game was introduced to me in the Mario universe, and still to this day, why I prefer Luigi slightly more than Mario. I do too. It's okay. Luigi is love. I guess you can call this game my first horror game. Lol. This game I played so many times that I know this game inside out. But back in the day when I was first playing this game for the first year or two, I had no idea where the last Boo was. Every time I went to King Boo, I always had 49 out of 50 Boos caught, and it bugged me. I would search the internet, but I couldn't find anything. This was also before YouTube, so long plays weren't even a thing just yet, which made it extra challenging. Then one faithful day, I saw a strategy guide of the game from Brady Games inside a magazine section at the grocery store. The cover said to find every Boo, so I pulled it off the shelf, raced to my mom, who said to put it back. Then, as I was putting it back, I found where the missing Boo was. It was inside a secret room you could only get to by going through a mouse hole and clicking on it with Luigi's GB Horror. Finally, after many days, I could finally 100% complete this game. This game left such an impact on me as a gamer. Words don't even describe what it was like playing it Christmas evening and being allowed to stay up way past my bedtime as there was no school. It was Christmas holidays. Then it hit me. How do I save my game? Okay, let's flip through the instruction manual. Here we go, page 20. You need a memory card to save the game in progress. Insert a memory card into slot A. Crap, it's 2001. Little did I know that I would be getting a memory card for another 4 years until late 2005, with it being a Mad Catz and Xbox 360 was just launched, but that's a different story for a different time. Wow, Mackenzie, this answer is really gives me Merox in length, but zero fluff. So let's see here. Did you know that Boo's name in Japan was Teresa? Is that so weird? It's like, oh look, it's a Teresa.
It's Teresa.
It's Teresa, the balloon, the Boo.
Rega says hydrate.
Rega Reds, thank you. I appreciate that. I have aloe juice on the ready. Thank you so much.
Oh no, Merox is bringing to others, says Matthew Roach.
Where is Merox? We haven't seen a Merox answer. Not necessarily that it isn't necessarily that I miss reading for ages at a time. It's just we haven't seen one. Hopefully we haven't made him self-conscious about the length of his answers. Do you think that's it? Do you think Merox is self-conscious? Because we're like always making fun of the length of his answers.
Speaking of bringing back old
Teresa,
IPs,
that's awesome. Yeah, Boo's name is Teresa. Like, what the fuck? So weird.
Speaking of bringing back old IPs, and who needs to bring back Gyromite?
Do they though? I'm sure you're being sarcastic with that one. But Famicom Collecting says no filler, all nostalgia. All right, moving on. Great answer, Super Boo. Great answer. I love your memories.
There's a lot of answers today.
No?
Yeah.
Okay, well then maybe what we'll do is after we read all the SaruShow questions and we do the gachapon, we'll end this one and then we'll do a game stream tonight. If for anyone who wants to stay up and play some games with us, we're gonna play some games. I'm gonna eat a little bit more pizza.
What's up, Unloved Homie?
Unloved Homie, what's up? How you doing? He says no gyromite is great. No gyromite is cool. I guess there would be some interesting implementation, but I mean, like, out of all of the things that they could bring back, I'm not sure if gyromite is the one thing that Nintendo could bring back. But I mean, I feel like with the Switch, like the controllers, you know, you have the I return to it. The gyromite hate pulled me out of lurk.
Do we get a Rob the Robot with a Dynamite reboot? I think we should.
Man, that would be cool. If they gave us a new Rob the Robot, yeah, I would buy it just to have the Rob the Robot and a copy of Gyromite that would probably sit on the shelf after being played once. I'm down for a gaming stream. All right, cool. So after we do SaruShow question, I'll go use the little boy's room and reheat some pizza, and then we'll do a game stream after we read all the questions, and we do a gachapon tonight, and we announce the giveaway. We do the video game giveaway tonight. I don't know what that was. Pardon me. I'm drinking. I think this is okay. So I haven't really been drinking soda, so this is like my first like Coke in a while, and I feel like it's like, oh my god, sugar. So yeah.
Mackenzie says, sorry for the long reply. Have to give a long story because how could I not? Left a huge impression.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I just wanted an excuse to throw in Marox's name into that. No, that's great. I loved it. I love that answer, Mackenzie.
Right, Lorenz says, look what I started with Gyromite.
Let's see. Play Gyromite. I guess I don't have a copy of Gyromite. I guess I'd have to play it on the Mister. Can you play it without? I guess 2 players, right? The second player has to do the lifting up the.
Oh, I could do it.
Yeah, Jesse can lift up my pipes, and then. Yeah, I realized how that sounded as soon as I said it. Gyromite 99, bro, trust us, bro, says Sasquatch. Jesse would have to help. Yeah, Jesse would have to jump in there. Jesse will be the pipe guy, says Cassius. Yep, Jesse is the pipe guy. Player 2 controls the pipes. He sure does. All right, moving on. Next one, for those of you just jumping in, the oldest game from your childhood that's still in your collection today. Next one comes to us from Gizmo. Gizmo says that the oldest game that I still have in my collection would be my Super Mario Land for Game Boy. I think I got it around 1996, but the game released in 1989. I had a Genesis and Atari 2600 prior to that, but with moving around when I was young, somehow things go missing, and so I no longer have those games. Super Mario Land is a really fun platformer with great music, but it's unique from the other Mario games in that Mario saves Daisy instead of Princess Peach. The levels are also very unique and not typical of newer Mario games, and there are some shooter style elements as well. It was also the first in the Super Mario Land franchise on the Game Boy, which included the popular 6 golden coins, and Wario Land, which had its own series later on. If you haven't played it, I definitely recommend it, says Gizmo. Very cool. Wow. Yeah, Super Mario. Jesse is a big fan of Super Mario Land and the Wario Land games. He loves them. He loves those games. I didn't. I was a Game Gear kid when the Game Boy first came out. I couldn't afford it. But when the Game Gear came out, I got a Game Gear. Came with columns. I didn't get a Game Boy until the Game Boy Colors first came out. When the Game Boy Colors came out, I grabbed a clear purple and the transparent purple Game Boy Colors at that time. But very cool. Great answer there, Gizmo. Love that. Loved it. Love all the answers tonight, by the way, you guys. A lot of cool memories. I love reading these.
Unloved Homie says, player 2 controls the pipes. Rob never worked well.
Rob kind of worked. It was so cool to watch him do his thing too, right? Like he'd be like, I loved Rob. Rob was cool. He was the only reason to like even play that. I was gonna say play that stupid game, but I don't want to say that. Play that game, very unique game. Bitter Almonds, what's up? He says, I have a Neo Geo Pocket Color from 2001. I got it for my little brother and included cotton with it. Wow, that's cool. That's awesome. Yeah, I still have my original Neo Geo Pocket Color in box because it didn't get that much play because I only ever had King of Fighters R2. I have more games for it now, but back when I bought it, the only games I had were King of Fighters R1 and R2. That's it. So I would play it and then it sat in the box. I think if it got more use than that, I probably wouldn't have the box anymore or any of that stuff. But I love the Neo Geo Pocket, even though I didn't really get to play with it all that much. Because at that time, my focus was like heavy on like Dreamcast stuff, Dojin games. So like the Neo Geo Pocket Color didn't get a whole lot of use, but I still loved it though, or love it. It's like I said, it's still sitting up there. Wow, I didn't know Cotton was on the Neo Geo Pocket. Yeah, and it was good too. Now that game is like, how much is it now? Like $900 if you wanted to get Cotton.
Holy.
Yeah, it's super expensive unless you get it loose. But if you try to get a copy of Cotton Complete, it's lots of money. Here, can you change the soundtrack? These are all the ending themes. This is the wedding march. YouTube might not like that. I don't know. Let's see here. Wow, yeah. It's expensive. I don't know if it's $900, but I know it's a lot. I know it's an expensive game. I have no idea what it is. Maybe no more Street Fighter. Maybe some other game. Maybe do like a King of Fighters or something. I don't know. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Just something different. Mackenzie says, I want to get a Neo Geo Pocket Color so badly and find the very rare link cable for it and hook it up to the Dreamcast. Nintendo stole the idea from GBA and its link cable from Sega SNK. Is it rare? I used to have one of those stupid cables because I did the whole thing where I connected it for the King of Fighters game. So on the Dreamcast, I had King of Fighters. What was it called? Dream Match Never Ends. And you needed that cable. You needed to connect that cable with it for it. So yeah. Oh, Matthew, thank you for gifting those 5 Sarumoji subscriptions. Wow. He gifted one to Brandon Wallace, Blastoise 91, Omar Menchaca, Ritual Dilo, Ritualdello. I don't know how to say that. Better late than never. Thank you, Matthew, so much. I appreciate that, Matthew. Matthew's single-handedly keeping this channel alive. There it goes. It just takes a while. There it is. Thank you, Matthew. I appreciate that. Let's see. Big Matthew is taking care of you, right? Subscriptions, pizza, funding charms, commissions, the works. Thank you, Matthew. I appreciate that. Seriously. I seriously do. And all of you guys who show us support, thanks, you guys. Seriously, I appreciate all of you. You guys are awesome.
So this is I had the link cable, but it was going to get the Dreamcast link cable. But it was when the news that SNK were canceling the console, the cable and games were instantly gone from the shelves. That's really
wow. Okay, I didn't know that that it was rare. I don't know if I even still have mine somewhere. I might. I'll have to look now. Now that I know that it's super rare.
What does it look like?
It's just like a black cable that has like Neo. It's got a weird like connector, and then it connects to your Dreamcast. Time for a heart attack. So, buy pizza, you must, and find a way to golden girls. You are. All right, moving on to the next one. Next one. Speaking of which, next one comes to us from Matthew Roach, or Major Motoko on Twitch, and Commander Shepard on Discord. He says, Matthew here, the oldest game from my childhood that I still have in my collection is Super Mario Land 2. 6 golden rings for the Game Boy that I saved up for as a kid. That is awesome. I think we have a Japanese copy of that one.
Yeah.
of 6 golden coins. Because the Japan copy is like 500 yen or something compared to like the $40 the English copy goes for. But very cool. And you still have that, huh? You still have that in your collection. Wow. Very cool. Very cool. Thank you for that answer, Matthew. I appreciate it. Time for... Let me see. Sasquatch says, hey there, I see you. Oh, he's talking to Cerulean. Cerulean says KOFR2 was the game that I... Oh, okay, I read that. You read that already, right? Mm-hmm. All right. Moving on. Next one comes to us from Sweet Like Sugar. Sweet Like Sugar says, the first game I bought was Super Mario / Duck Hunt for the NES. It was the game I played at my aunt's house when we had sleepovers there. Years later, when I had my Saturn, I was not playing the NES as much, and I thought it was just taking up space, so I should sell it and get another Saturn game. My dad somehow heard I was looking to sell my NES and all my games, so he offered me $20 for it. I think he thought it would be worth something someday, or that I would regret my decision later on in life. Either way, I still have it today and all my games, and I never tried to sell another one of my games since. Aww. Wow, that's awesome. Man, if that's the case, you must have an impressive collection of games. I'm coming over. I'm coming over to...
We're bringing pizza.
We'll bring pizza. I'm coming over to look over your collection of games. I want to see all the stuff. All the stuff. Sasquatch says, awesome answer to Matthew Roach. Let's see here. That's better. Oh, did you move over, Cerulean? Mackenzie says, hey, so I took a look on eBay for the neo-geo Pocket Link cable. The Japanese version is 180 Canadian. Oh my god, that's like $150, right? Holy shit, what the fuck?
I didn't sell it.
Yeah, dude, that's crazy. That's so much money. That is so much money.
Everyone, let's go to Sweets.
Let's go to Sweets' house. We're coming to your house, Sweets.
Matthew Roach says, don't come in the winter. No, hell no.
We're coming over. We're going there now. We'll see
you in 10 minutes.
We'll see you soon. We'll see you soon. We'll be right there. Be right there. I'm booking my ticket right now. Right now. I'm just kidding. I'm checking YouTube. I'm checking YouTube's right now. All right, moving on. Next one comes to us from Famicom Collecting. Famicom Collecting says, I didn't have the luxury of keeping my childhood games, and I would have to trade them in to buy new ones. So sadly, I didn't keep any. Although recently I found a childhood Game Boy game I lost while going through my childhood stuff. It's nothing special, just some Hot Wheels game for the original Game Boy, but now I cherish it. But that was the only game that I have from back then. I feel that same pain. I don't have like any of my original NES games. I think Bubble Bobble is like the only one that I have from my from my childhood days, and then my other ones are my bootleg games. I have these bootleg games that I had for my Famicom, and that's it. Everything, and after that, in my teenage years, I got stuff like East, right? I was like 12 going on 13 when I started collecting stuff, but like from like earlier than that, like 8, 9, 10, I think my oldest NES game is Bubble Bobble, and my oldest imports are not even real games. They're all counterfeit games. This and NES Bubble Bobble are the oldest games that I have in my collection. So yeah, I get my dad. Oh my god, my dad complained so hard when he got me this Bubble Bobble game, but he bought it for me anyway. This was years ago, and I cherish it. It's one of those things. My dad he got me a lot of stuff, cause my parents were divorced, right? So like whenever I would see my dad, he'd get me something. He'd like complain through the teeth, but he would still get it. So it's one of those things where you realize later on in life, you're like, oh, he was actually a really sweet guy, you know. And that's one of the things that he bought me as a kid. He also had bought me a Super Nintendo and stuff, and then my mom pawned it. So you know, that was just the kind of person she was. But that's cool, Famicom Collecting, that you found a game from your childhood. Where do you keep this game now, by the way? I don't. Is he in chat? Yes, he's there. He says, I did actually find the manual to Beavis and Butthead on Genesis, but no game. I bought it back in the day on early eBay with money order. Oh my god! I used to do the same thing. That's awesome. I used to buy everything with money orders back then. So yeah, that would have been a long. Yeah, that's scary. That's how you bought stuff. You had to buy if you didn't have a credit card, you know, and like we were poor. There was no credit cards, and everything was money order.
Did you ever money order something that never came?
Yes, but it was like pirated stuff.
Oh, okay.
Like I money ordered some stuff to like, I used to buy like pirated games from BBS, and the only way to pay them was through cashier's check. Not even money order. It had to be American Express cashier's check because our money orders don't work.
Yeah.
So I had to have a cashier's checks made because he was in Hong Kong. So
I see.
But yeah, I paid one guy. I don't remember. I paid him like $25 to send me like a stack of games, and I never got it. So that kind of stuff happened. Let's see here. BBS, bulletin board system. The days before web pages. You know how I used to get on the internet with BBS was with this thing right here. This is how I used to get onto BBS. This was like perfect for it. This was my first internet. I didn't have a computer, so I would buy stuff on BBS and then I would resell them. I'd resell them. They'd come in stacks. I'd cut them up, put them in CD cases, and I resold them in the US. I was quite the entrepreneuring pirate as a 14, 15-year-old, 16-year-old. But you did what you do. Awesome story, by the way, Famicom collecting. I love that. He says, yeah, I was super young and my parents didn't have credit card yet. Yeah, that was the thing. Like, my mom, she was always poor. So, we never had a credit card or anything like that. We didn't, sometimes she wouldn't even pay the rent. So it's like, let alone who's going to give her a credit card, right? That changed later on in her life. But, yeah. During the time when I was a kid, yeah, that wasn't really a thing. Let's see here. BBS for Arctic Anime. I get all of those fan subbed anime on VHS. That's awesome. I love hearing those. I love hearing those stories. I never did that. So I used to copy my anime from friends, and then I was like the person who would dub them because I had two VCRs, and I used to dub like all kinds of anime, and I would get anime from friends and just dub them, or they'd buy them and I would dub them. But yeah, those like early like fan subbed animes, I only ever got them if I got them through like friends, but most of it was like the Animego stuff, stuff that was readily available, and it was almost, if it was subtitled, it was always Animego stuff back then. Let's see here. And if that 15-year-old Saru continued, then he could have been a multi-millionaire pirate, or I would have ended up in jail. Let's be realistic. I probably would have ended up behind bars. Let's see here. Next one. This is the last answer of the day.
There's one more. Sasquatch just answered.
Oh, never mind. There's two more answers. There's two more answers. You can go ahead and grab that. I'll read the chat. Yeah. Let's see here. Damn, constant ads going to... Oh, I see. Now I see. Yeah. Yeah, I almost benched it.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I just made a sticker for myself. What do you mean? Like a physical one? Like a physical sticker? All right. Was that the end of the soundtrack? What was... Oh, no, it's still going. It's just a really quiet track. Okay. Super quiet track. All right, let's see here. Moving on. Give me 1 second. Give me one quick second. Because I am blind, so unless I make this like legible, just put... Oh, there we go. Oh, shit. Perfect. That's too much.
14,
there we go. Yeah, 14. Perfect. All right, moving on. So we had asked you guys what the oldest game in your collection is. Next one comes to us from Cerulean. Cerulean says, I still have my copy of Julius Erving versus Larry Bird one-on-one basketball for the Apple II. Wow. Used to play it on a monochrome green and black computer. Part of me wishes I still held on to it. The game came in a stylish album-style packaging with screenshots of the game, as well as pictures of 2 b-ball players and a few with the programmer tagging along and posing with them. The packaging is still holding up. I am not sure I can say the name about the disc. Oh, the same about the disc. It looks fine, but I remember my brother and I casually rubbing our fingers on the exposed film area, thinking we wouldn't play it again since our Apple II clone stopped working years ago. This game, Pac-Man, sadly, we didn't know where it went, and various basic programming books started a sizable collection years later. Although still small compared to Saru's, I haven't put everything on a shelf to know for sure. A lot of these things came like later on in my employed life, but like I didn't start like when I was like my childhood games that I still have are the ones that I showed. They're very few. There aren't a lot. I like 12 and on is when I started getting some more stuff, but like older than that, like the TurboGrafx stuff, right? Not this one. This one actually I bought in like 2014. These 2 right here, these 2 are Game Dude purchases from back when I was 12, 13, when I got my TurboGrafx. But other than that, I don't really have a whole lot of old games. A lot of these came, you know, later in the 90s, late 90s. I started buying up more games. I started working when I was 15, so I started buying up mostly game stuff. Wow, this track. This track is crazy. But that's cool, man. I don't know what it's... Where's Mark Dell? Speaking of computers, I would have hoped that he would have answered with some sort of like computer... Sorry, Cerulean's answer just reminded me that, you know, Mark Dell is big into microcomputing. I would have loved to seen what a Mark Dell story would have been like about his old games, but maybe he'll share it in the Discord at some point. Let's see here. In the early 90s, everyone looked at me all weird for watching Japanimation. That's what it's called. To like, you would see it in shelves. It said Japanimation. We went to a Tower Records in 1998, and they had anime written anime, like the month of May. Like, what the fuck? Yeah. That's crazy.
You should make a shirt that says
anime.
And have a picture of an old lady with a pie.
Anime. Mackenzie says, Saru, no reason for you to be afraid in jail. You show those people in jail who's boss. Just give them this look. Yeah, I'll give him that look.
Cassie says Mark's was Ghost Chaser, lol.
Yeah, for real. Let's just assume it was Ghost Chaser. There's Mark's answer. Anime?
Annie.
Meh, close enough. It was like like animation, but like ANIMAY. Like, what the fuck? Anime. Anime. You. Anime.
Oh, I just got that.
Me too. We can't say what the original reference is. Let's see here. And Japanimation would be found in kids section in Blockbusters, where Berserk and Ninja Scroll would be found among Disney's films. And they did that shit until well into the mid 90s. I don't know how. I used to work, so I worked at my first jobs. My first job was like a thing through school called Clean and Green, but after that, my first job that I sourced on my own at 16 years old was a Blockbuster Video. I started working at Blockbuster. I worked at Blockbuster from like 16 all the way till like I was 17 and a half, right? And in Blockbusters, I used to remember going in and there would be like My Neighbor Totoro, The Legend of the Overfiend, Urotsuki Doji, like right next to each other, and I'm like, no, these cannot coexist together. Some child is gonna get this video and take it home and be introduced to demons having sex. I applied to work at the local Blockbuster. I was denied. I worked at 3 Blockbusters. I worked at my first Blockbuster job was at one in Beverly Hills. And then I moved to one on Wilshire because it was closer to where I lived. At that time, I lived in Koreatown, so the Wilshire one was way closer than trying to get to the Beverly Hills Blockbuster. And then when I moved to Las Vegas for like the second time in my life, this is the third time I'm living in Las Vegas, I got a job at Blockbuster again because it was easy because I already worked at Blockbuster. But I loved working at Blockbuster, you guys. It was, I have to say, Blockbuster was probably my favorite job in terms of like just fun. And then Suncoast. I loved working at Suncoast Motion Picture Company. Loved working at Suncoast. Oh, sorry, we only sell those cartons one month a year. Do they pull those any June? Devil Hunter Yoko. The perfect show for kids according to Blockbusters. That's another thing too. You saw Devil Hunter Yoko and it looks so cool, and then you start watching it and like Yoko's getting diddled by her boyfriend because he's possessed or something, and it's like, whoa! The Blue Girl 2 says unloved homie. Wow, really? I know it was that Dragon Pink was one too that was on the show. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, dude, those are like, they're graphic. I love Dragon Pink, by the way. It's so cute. It's so cute. It's perverted, but I mean, it's also cute. It's so cute. My local Hollywood Video had some great Auntie May. That's where I rented Devilman, says Wreck-It Renz. I worked at a Blockbuster 2 summers in high school. Hated it then, but I realize now how cool it was. Dude, I loved working at Blockbuster. I absolutely loved it. Loved it. It was like one of my favorite jobs. I worked at 4 Blockbusters. Holy fuck. I worked at 4 Blockbusters. I worked at 2 Blockbusters here. I forgot about that. Yeah, I worked at 2 Blockbusters in Cali and 2 Blockbusters here. So yeah, I worked at 4 Blockbusters. It's a lot of Blockbuster. Like 3 years of Blockbuster. Let's see. Yeah, that's me watching Devil Hunter Yoko as a kid. Did you resident of Blockbuster? You're like, man, I want this. You took it home. What's happening? I'm sure you knew very well what was happening. Let's see here. Saru bussin' all the blocks. Saru be bussin', says Cassius. Snacks. We had pizza. Matthew Roach got us pizza. It was the most amazing pizza, and I'm like eyeballing it right now. I didn't have any of the garlic knots. I would have liked to have had a bite. Were they good?
It all came cold. Because the guy, he was delivering 4
Well, I mean, it was kind of warm when I ate my first piece.
It was warm?
It was warm, yeah. It was delicious.
The garlic knots were cold.
I thought it just got cold because the fan is blown.
No, I added off.
Oh, okay. I still remember a classmate of my younger bros in the 6th grade saying she watched Golden Boy. I wasn't even surprised. Golden Boy's so funny, though. That's a funny one. I should let Jesse watch it. It's perverted. Right, but not like on the level of like La Blue Girl or Overfeed or something like that. It's more of a playful perverted. It's more of a get you canceled nowadays perverted.
What about Ninja Scroll?
Ninja Scroll just has that one scene.
That one scene, yeah.
You know, that one scene where you're like, wow. That fucking
first one I saw, I was like, wow. What's going on?
I know, because they were like chatting, right? And then you hear like, and then the guy's just having a conversation. He's like, yes, did you look at the generals over on the east side? And you're like, what the fuck? Yeah, that was a lot. And that was on the shelf on Blockbuster too. Like whatever, right?
Next to Disney.
next to Dumbo.
Next to Dumbo.
It's fine.
You want to watch Dumbo or you want to just grow? I like ninjas.
I like ninjas. Mama ninjas. Wicked City is probably only adult animated movie I can still think of that could pass for an animated movie and not hentai. Yeah, that's another one that you would see at Blockbuster all the time regularly, right? Was that? Let's see here. Golden Boy is tame compared to the others. Yeah, I agree. Unloved homie. Let's see. And the Rock Demon and Snake Lady scene. Yeah, the Rock. Yeah, for reals. And the guy's like, he's going to town. He's like, you know. And yeah, you're like, whoa, that's animated so well. Let's see here. And then there was the Ranma wall. Yeah, Ranma's fine. Ranma's just titties. It was fine. It was innocent titties. Let's see here. Doomed Megalopolis was a shock for me as a kid. I don't think I've seen that. I don't think I've ever seen that one. Whatever Doomed Megalopolis is. It sounds familiar. Demon City Shinjuku as well in Blockbuster. Yep. I remember seeing that one in Blockbuster as well. Mackenzie says, hey, Saru, no offense, but I miss getting my overpriced popcorn every time I picked a movie with my grandparents at Blockbuster. Why my grandparents kept buying the popcorn and snacks is beyond me. Because that's what you did. It was there. I was the person who upsold people on that. Be like, do you want to get the popcorn and 2 Coke? You know, it was like a thing, you know, and people would always get it.
It was the grossest popcorn.
It was at Act 2.
Yeah, it was
Act
so
2,
gross. Crappy
Act 2 popcorn. It's like the worst popcorn, too. Like, it's like the cheapest popcorn. But it was like, you'd get it in a bucket with 2 sodas, and it was like...
Some candy, too.
Yeah, oh yeah, you'd get you got to pick a thing of candy. Yeah. You had to pick your sodas and your candy, and you got it in the bucket. So, we put the box of candy, the 2 sodas, in the bucket, and it was like... something crazy, right? Like $14.99 or something like that. Yeah, it was like $14.99
you just
or
go
something.
To the 99-cent store and get all.
Yeah, get it all for $5 at the 99-cent store for reals. But yeah, but the 99-cent store didn't come in a bucket.
No, you're right. It didn't.
It came in a bucket. It already came in a bucket, in a paper bucket, but it came in a bucket. Cerulean says, I remember I was going to introduce Ranma to my younger brother and rented the first volume of Ranma on VHS. But we thought what was Ranma turned out to be Black Magic M66. Oh my god, it's so violent! So much. It's so good. It's good though. That one's a good one. Man, yeah, that would be probably traumatizing to a child, right? Man, okay, so when I was a kid... so I was really into Bubblegum Crisis, right? At the time, Moonlight Rambler, the 5th Bubblegum Crisis OVA had just come out, and I got it, and I was watching it, and our building's manager came with her kids, and they both came in, and on top of all that, they were super Christian. Like, they were like hyper Christian, right? Like they had like their Sunday church, they had like evening mass that they attended, all the extracurricular church shit.
Wednesday mass.
Yeah, they would do Wednesday night. It was a Wednesday evening mass, and the Sunday thing. And these 2 kids they came in. I didn't know. I hadn't seen it yet, right? I haven't watched through this. I had just gotten it. And the little kid came, you know, he comes and he sits next to me. I'm like, I don't know, 13 or 14 at this time. And then there's a scene, like every stuff is happening, somebody dies, right? And I was like, oh my god, this is going to be too violent for them. Well, right after the scene where, you know, someone gets killed in their car, it like goes immediately to a scene where like these two girls are in bed. Right? And they're like looking at each other and the music's all like funky jazzy. And I'm like, uh-oh, what's gonna happen, right? And they're like, you know, tits out. Nothing happens. It's not like they're like doing stuff, but you know, this kid is like 7 years old and he's sitting next to me watching these 2 like robot vampire girls, you know, neck each other and showing their stuff from here up. And I was like, oh no. And the sister immediately like got up and ran out, you know, probably to tell her mom.
Oh no.
Her mom, because like her mom came to talk to my mom and she quickly came in and yanked the little boy out of, like, he didn't even stand up. She just came and grabbed him and just yanked him up into the air and they were out.
Mr. Betsy.
I know. So I was like, oops. Saru teaching kids the birds and the bees. Good job, Saru. Teach them when they're young. But it wasn't even the birds and the bees. It was like extracurriculars because it like went straight to like whatever this child thought, you know,
titties
things were, right? To like, you know, lesbian vampire robots. But anyway, we still have one more answer. Let's go ahead and get through this answer, and then we'll do the gachapon. And then we'll announce the video game giveaway. All right, next one is a Sasquatch answer. Sasquatch in Time says, Sasquatch's oldest game in his collection, while it's not exactly as old as Ocean Quahog, this Nintendo cartridge shared similar traits to those sturdy clams and survived by my sandy side the longest. Growing up, my sisters and I were fortunate enough to have an Atari 2600, NES, and Super NES in our household. Unfortunately, none of the original games had survived. I don't know what happened to the Atari, possibly removed as punishment for my sassy yet adorable remarks to any adult in earshot. Next, I recall we gave the NES to our cousins in California, since there was going to be the Super version of the NES marked as we all wanted on our Christmas lists. Then later, after briefly owning and loving the SNES, I had absorbed and filtered everything that Nintendo hath provided to me, like how a quahog clam filters ocean water through its body for nutrients. But even more than sustenance, I had become a slave to them, and I didn't even know it. They were the almighty pimp, and I was ready to change my name to John. So our sweet Super Nintendo got the swift fate of being sacrificed and sold to pay for the fanatically fueled advertising hype that stole my heart, mind, and wallet. This juggernaut was the Ultra 64. I was seduced by the new swag and beautiful advertising brought forth in magazines, and even a promo Nintendo Power VHS tape. That hyped me up for the new Nintendo system. Thus, an early near-virgin sacrifice of purple and gray beauty had to be done in order to get the most dollar amount available to pay for the mighty conductor of pure 64-bit power and glory. And then that release day finally came. I was bursting with excitement, like a quahog clam in an all-you-can-eat. I can't read that word. What is it? Phytoplankton buffet. So, to answer the question, the oldest game in my collection for my childhood is my launch day Mario 64 Nintendo 64 cartridge from September 29, 1996, which, according to the National Marine Fisheries Service, the total landings of quahog clams in 1996 was 35,235 metric tons, valued at $67.9 million. I like to think some of those clams were eaten by people who like the N64. What the fuck? Phytoplankton! Oh man. Alright. That whatever Sasquatch tried to say got blurted out. Gizmo said, I missed the smell of Blockbuster. Walking in and going into the bright lights was exhilarating.
Yeah, like,
Gian DP says, my friend's dad walked in on a group of us watching Sleepaway Camp. He came right at the end and just lost his mind. Why is it? It's like parents have like a fucking
know.
A sixth sense about, you know, what, like they're watching some sort of pornography in there. The same thing happened with me and my friend Will, right? So we were watching I think it was Twin Dolls, and there's a scene where like one girl, like I guess she was like she had a fish oni, like demon fish husband something or another, and like they had like stabbed him to death, but he was still barely alive, and like, you know, the wife was like, oh no, you know, blah blah blah, and the thing was like, and like it like a giant like tentacle penis comes out, because I guess like he wanted to reproduce before it died, right? And so like the wife like hops on this like half dead fish thing, and she's like, like, you know, Japanese stuff. And my friend's mom walks in and she's like, what do you guys want to eat? We're like, this fish is having sex with this lady. I was like, it's one of those things too, because it's like, it's not my parents, right? It's like my friend, his mom, and I'm like, what do I do? It was weird. It was a weird moment. I could never look at her straight in the eyes ever again after that. I would walk straight past her and straight to my friend's room. But yeah, it was weird. It was weird.
Hello.
Just like that. Just like that. Just like that. Let's see here. Twin Dolls, that's overfeed level of hentai. Twin Dolls isn't sold in the US uncut and uncensored anymore. Wow, really? Yeah, these were like, I don't know, my friend bootlegged them somewhere. Somehow, somewhere, I don't know. My friend Will was like big into like all of those hentais. All the hentais. Neil says parents always know because they watch that stuff too. Cream Lemon was my first hentai back in the day. Oh, time for the Cream Lemon redeem. At some point. Cream Lemon. Cream Lemon. Wow. Yeah. But there you go. There you go. Matthew is on it. There it is. There it is. All right. So that was all of the questions. We'll go ahead and do Gachapon next. I'll go ahead and take a look at chat. Jesse's just going to add everyone to the wheel for Gachapon, and then we're going to do the video game giveaway as well. Mackenzie says, hey Saru, imagine me playing King of Fighters and my mom walks in just when Mai Shiranui is flashing her ass in one of her victory poses. Yeah, I had some explaining to do. That's tame. Unless your parents like super conservative types, like that's like that, like Mai Shiranui, that's like normal healthy fan service. This album finish, you want to change it?
Yeah.
Golden Boy, Twin Dolls, Cream Lemon. Slow down. I can't write all these down fast enough.
96 or 7?
96. 7 is kind of like ambient.
Gotcha.
Yeah, 96, 94. Pretty much any. Except 97. 97 has only like 5 or 6 tracks that are alright. Oh, would you skip that track? I like that last one.
I didn't know it was
just start from the beginning.
Okay.
I like all of it. I like this whole soundtrack. It's great. Yeah, just leave it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You just leave it. You do your thing. You leave that shit alone. I'll tell you to change it. Project Aiko as well. Yeah, Project Aiko was supposed to be a Cream Lemon, wasn't it? Matthew was telling me, I don't know, earlier this year, last year. I remember Matthew saying that somewhere. Maybe during our anime stream. Remember when we used to do those like anime streams back in the day? We only did like 8 of them because people weren't coming. No, not even. We did like 4 of them, right? I think we only did like 4, but nobody really came to them, so we stopped doing them. But we used to do like this type of format, but instead of retro games, it was anime. But we only ever got like 8 people to show up max for those, so which is understandable. This is a video game channel. It has, people are going to come for video games. They're not here for anime, so I don't know. Maybe I'll start an anime channel. I'm just kidding. I won't. I have so much on my plate. I don't want to do anything new. Nothing new. Let's see here. Copy that, Matty Rochi. Take note. Are you giving them things to write down? Project Aiko. Yeah, Project Aiko is great. Let's see here. Sasquatch says, but did your dad say nice after you showed him the actual animation?
Hentai channel also.
Hentai channel, yes. That's already... You have to join the Discord for that. Pop Chaser is pretty much the same theme as Project Aiko. Interesting. If Saru is going to be showing anime, then it could be in Discord. Yeah, I'm thinking about doing that, by the way. I was thinking about watching Voltage Fighter Gaokaiser in the Discord. As funny as I know, I'm like, yeah, that fucking anime is weird. I want to just... I haven't seen it in years, so I kind of want to rewatch that with everyone, and then you guys can see my reactions, because I'll do it like this, where we'll just have a screen and then we'll watch together, and I'll be here in this same format. We'll just be watching Gaokaiser. I think we're gonna start with Gaokaiser together. Gaokaiser, I love Gaokaiser, the game. It's one of my favorite neo-geo CD games, is Voltage Fighter Gaokaiser. And, but the anime is like... There are some bits about the anime that kind of make me uncomfortable. A little bit. A little bit uncomfortable. What could those themes be, I wonder? Voltage Fighter Gaokaiser is an OVA to watch. Yeah, I have the DVD, the first US manga DVD release of it. Hopefully it's not scratched all to hell, though. I feel like it might be super scratched. So maybe I need to source a digital copy online somewhere via nefarious means. Or the Blu-ray. Is there a Blu-ray? I doubt it. I doubt that's ever going to get re-released. I have it on DVD as well. Yeah, I have they re-released it. I have the US Manga Corps version of it. Sasquatch got me thinking about virgins with his Virgin Super Nintendo. Why was your Super Nintendo a Virgin? I think I missed that part. Sorry, I'm talking a million miles an hour. My throat is dry. It's so dry. All right, are we ready?
Yes.
Oh, okay. No, you're just holding that. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
All right, here we go. 4 people entered the Gachapon giveaway, so we're just going to shuffle them. Let's see, who do we have? Sasquatch, Beakermans, Matthew, and Mackenzie. All right, you guys, here we go. Here we go. The odds are really good for one of you because only 4 of you entered, so someone is going to win something cool.
Here we go. Ready?
All right, here we go. Good luck, everybody. We need a noise. Like, do you think it's Sasquatch in time? The pie slice is so big. Sasquatch, you are the winner. You are the winner of the Gachapon giveaway. Congratulations to a Sasquatch. He says, ooh. Congratulations to a Sasquatch. There we go. We are going to do that Gachapon right meow.
I win.
I win. All right, here we go, you guys.
All right, pick a number 1 through 4.
Pick a number 1 through 4.
He picks 3. I think that's 3, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I think that's 3. That is 3.
Terry, Joe. Doesn't look at me. All right, here's the first one. Oh, there's already one.
Teddy, Andy. Why didn't that pop up?
Huh?
Oh, because we...
Oh, shit.
Okay, ball number 1. Ball number 1 is whatever this is. There it is. There's camera. This is ball number 1.
What is that?
I don't know. Oh, it's one of those Mario acrylic standees. These are so cool. I love these. We got these in Japan in April.
Yeah.
Acrylic standees. So cute. Alright, that was ball number 1.
Here's 2.
Ball number 2 is big prize giveaway.
Dan's been there for years.
Yeah, look at this picture.
That's me.
That's Jesse right there. That's Jesse sitting down. That's how he sits on the couch.
Rigged for my pleasure. It looks like Joe Sandwich. That's what. All right. Here's yours.
All right, ball number 3. Ball number 3 is whatever this is. It's whatever his name is. What is he? Gogeta? Gotenks? Vegemite? Whichever this is. One of the Dragon Balls. One of the balls of dragon. It is Gogeta. Gogeta, it says. That is Gogeta. Congratulations. You get a Gogeta Gachapon.
Yeah, and last one.
And then ball number 4 was a Sailor Moon wand.
Okay, so...
Alright. There you go. Congratulations. Congratulations to a Sasquatch. Congratulations. That's what you win. That's what you win. I meant I pick 1. Wait, is he elite? Because if he is, he can pick whichever one.
He's not elite.
Oh, okay. Then that's what you get.
Pick 1.
That's your prize. That's your prize. All right, here we go. Here we go, you guys. Now, it's time to announce the winner. Oh, you still got to do that, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll give him a second. We'll just chat for a bit. Is that the double dong prize this Famicom collecting? Yay, Dragon Balls! Bolts of Dragon. Yes, that is your prize. That is your prize. Very cool. All right. So yeah, remember to join us on Saturdays. We do, well, SaruShow specifically. When we do these gachapon giveaways that you guys can join in for free. You get a little toy from Japan. Hey, don't double dong me, says Sasquatch. Only one at a time. There we go. Alright. Alright, you guys. So, a lot of cool answers tonight. I really appreciate it. SaruShow only happens because you guys answer the weekly question. So, without you guys answering the weekly question every week, we don't, we don't get to do these shows.
How are you going to thank me?
I'd like to thank you by playing a song.
A song? Next time, get your own damn harmonica.
I love those. I uploaded all of those years ago on like some account that I can't even access anymore because I don't remember the password to it or the email. The account's like 13 years old or something, super old. But yeah, I uploaded those ages ago.
What's next SaruShow's question? Any ideas? Says Ringmaster.
Oh yeah.
If we do next week's question for the SaruShow, it'd be a Halloween one.
Is next Saturday the last Saturday before Halloween?
Yep.
Oh yeah. So let's try to come up with a Halloween theme one. We can do it right now. Is Sweet's here?
I don't know if Sherry's here.
She might be asleep.
We can think of a Halloween question.
Yeah, let's think of a Halloween question. Let's think about it now. You guys think about it.
Blurt it out.
Think about it. Give me your ideas, and we'll do it. We will do it.
We'll pick the best one.
We'll pick the best one. Tell us a scary time you had playing a video game. Oh yeah, we did have one.
Have that one. Yeah.
There is. It was. We worded it differently. It was.
I have it right here somewhere.
We do have it.
I'm dumb.
Yeah, that's the one that it should be. It was like, what was the first? There it is. I see it. Oh, you scrolled. Stop it.
Sorry.
Scroll down.
This one.
What retro game intro scared you as a kid? Intro?
I guess that was it.
No, there was another one. It was a different one. It was worded. How did we word it? It was like, what was the first video game that truly scared you as a kid? Yeah, I think it was that. What was that?
No idea.
That looked inappropriate.
What was the very first video game that scared you?
Yeah. What was the very first video game that scared you? That's what was it. That's what was it. What was the very first video game that scared you as a kid? What scary game kept you up all night with the lights on? Yeah, so we'll do we'll word it. What was the very first video game that truly scared you? That's next week's question. So, yeah, that first video game that truly scared you, right there. Yeah, that'll be the next one. I don't know, why did you capital? There you go. Let's see. What scary game kept you up all night fapping? What was your first scary themed game? My original New Wave Ghost account was banned by YouTube, says Bitter Almonds. Oh my god. Man, that name, I completely forgot. I completely forgot that. Bitter Almonds. I remember when you came in, you were like, oh yeah, I'm Bitter Almonds now, because your account, something about your account. What did you do? Where you were a bad boy somewhere? I don't remember. I think you told us, but I don't remember. But yeah, that name totally brought back memories of your old account. Pumpkins versus skulls. What to put in the holes? That rhymed. All right, here we go. We're gonna do the video game giveaway, you guys. Video game giveaway, and then we're gonna march. I was gonna say we're gonna march over to Twitch, but we are on Twitch. We're gonna march our asses off stream, and then we'll start it again for a video game stream.
Take a little break.
Yeah, Just a break to go potty, reheat some pizza. I just got a tinkle. All right, here we go, you guys. These are all the people who answered this week's question are going to get put into the drawing for the video game giveaway. There are 18 of you, I believe, in here. 16 of you. 15 of you, never mind.
I'm going to hit shuffle.
15 of you. We're going to shuffle it 3 times. One, two, three.
Okay.
Here we go. All right, and we're going to go ahead and spin it now. Good luck, everybody. Good luck. Good luck.
Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be?
Oh.
It looks like it's going to be...
Cerulean, you're the winner of this week's video game giveaway. We have a site where you can go and pick a bunch of games. I don't know. Have you won the video game giveaway? He has, right?
Yeah.
You have. You've won it before, Cerulean. So you know the drill. You know the drill. You tell us a game, we send it to you. You tell us a thing, you get the thing. You get the thing. Yeah.
You still have to pick Famicom Collecting. You haven't picked yet.
Famicom Collecting, you haven't picked. Ooh, I was gonna show Famicom Collecting. If you had that game, see that Wonder? Is that the Wonder Swan game?
Yeah.
Because you know how Sweet Like Sugar she wants me to do a commission instead. Famicom Collecting, do you have this? Do you have this for the Wonder Swan?
GT Briggerman says so close.
Do you have it? This isn't in the video game giveaway, but I just wondered if you had this.
Oh yeah, Australian says as soon as you redeem the last one, I won too. So 2 video games. I
don't know if you have this or not.
I don't have that. It says Famicom Collecting.
Do you want it? Because if you want it, it's yours. It's not something that's in the video game giveaway, but it is something that we could give you. So if you want it, you could have it. It's in very nice conditions. Very nice. I don't know how much you like the Gundams. The Gundams, this is one of those, it looks like kind of like a Super Robot Wars type of thing.
I don't have that either. I want to respond to Sasquatch.
The only reason I meant... Seal Busters. Let's open it. Let's open it. Let's see what's inside. I'm trying to carefully open it because this thing is like so tight. It's so tight. It's like, yeah. There we go. Oh, I opened this in the worst way possible. In the worst way possible. But yeah, look at this. Look at this. It's so crispy. It's so crispy and yummy. Comes in its case. I know he has a Wonder Swan. That's why I mentioned it. Unless I'm completely wrong. But I think he does, right? You have a Wonder Swan, right? Anyway, yeah, it comes with its sting. All of its inserts. All of them. Look at all these inserty inserts. They're so inserty. Yeah, comes with all the goodies. Comes with all the goodies. You can have all the goodies. And what is this? A map? A mini poster? Some sort of thing.
Yeah, I have Wonder Swans this Famicom Collecting.
I thought you did. That's why I mentioned it. I thought we talked about it somewhere at some point.
Do you want it, Famicom Collecting?
But yeah, if you want it, it's yours, my friend. It is yours.
If not, I'm going to put it in the game giveaway.
No, if not, I'm going to sell it.
Oh, sell it. Sorry.
This was going to be one I was...
Oh, you're
right.
I'm done.
This was not video game giveaway. This was one I was going to sell. But if he wants it, he can have it. He can have it.
Tell us now. Or forever hold your
Why
pizza.
are you like this?
Huh?
Why are you like
I'm
this?
just joking.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry.
Oh, nice. I still need to redeem the last one I won. Cerulean, what the hell? Seriously? All right. So 2 video games. Well, your ass better pick some games. But anyhow, all right, we're gonna go ahead and end it here, you guys, and we're gonna come back with a game stream. So this is just so that we could end SaruShow. We can take a break.
Come back.
I can go wee-wees and have a little bit of pizza, and then we will come back in like 20 minutes ish. So like 10:20, 10:30,
yeah.
around that. So 20-30 minutes. We will be back with a game stream. You guys, we will do just random retro tonight or whatever on the Mr. Polymega, whatever we we play random stuff
Yeah, he
tonight.
wants it.
But he says, yeah, Jesse, add it to my box. All right.
Perfect.
Perfect. All right. It's the least we can do. Well, let's give him something extra too. Famicom Collecting brought us so many people and stuff. That's what I'm saying. I don't know why you're
I was just joking.
being a jerk. Mr. Polymega. All right, you guys, we're going to go ahead and end it here. We will be back in like 20-30 minutes after we freshen up, eat a little pizza. Courtesy of Matthew Roach. Thank you, Matthew. The pizza is amazing. I wish you could be here eating it with us because it is so good. It is so good. I also have 10 DVDs I need to redeem. Might as well give me some Project Echo, says Sasquatch. I don't own any Project Echo. Otherwise, I'd send it your way. See you guys soon on Twitch. Yes, sir. We will be back streaming here in a little bit. But anyhow, guys, thanks everyone for stopping in. I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.